Hello, everybody. All right, welcome to the mic stand. Of course, Rex had to step away for a moment, so we're just waiting for him to come back. Welcome to the mic stand. Today is Sunday, January 18th, 2026. As we wait for more people to show up and wait for Rex to come back. Let's see. Tonight, of course, is our weekly trip down Comics History Lane, in which we'll be looking back at comics that went on sale in July of 1940. From this week, we'll be focusing in on books that went on sale from Novelty Press. We'll be looking at Blue Bolt, Volume 1, Number 4, and Target, Volume 1, Number 8. And I'll go into more detail, of course, once Rex gets back. A friendly reminder to everybody, of course, if you guys haven't already, if you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people to engage, that'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and I will try to answer the questions to the best of my ability. Or we will try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. So, anyways, as I said, we're just waiting on more people to show up here. Yeah. All right, so there's Rex's comment from earlier. So I think that's all on his. And then what's going on, everyone? Well, as soon as Rex gets back, we'll go into a little bit more detail. But if you're seeing this on his feed, he's a guest on the Mic Stand, my show, every Sunday with a co-host. We go over comics that went on sale in the past. Look back to it's one part comic book review, one part dramatic read. We look back at comics from the past. We're right now working our way through comics that went on sale in July 1940. Tonight we'll be looking at comics that went on sale from Novelty Press in July of 1940. Basically, Blue Bolt, Volume 1, Issue 4, and Target, Volume 1, Issue 8. So, anyways. Hey, Vichozo. Thanks for dropping in there. And right now, you're the number one fan, at least according to the comments. At least on my thing. Rex came on, and then he said, "I'll be right back. I'm hoping everything's okay." I know he's had some issues lately with. I know Rex lately has had some issues with his. There he is. You're still muted, Rex.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean to flake out on you there at the beginning, but yeah, I had to get Abby in and out of the code. It's about it got down to 18 degrees that's probably what it was. Night.
Yeah, I figured that's probably what it was. So
yeah, she's moving slow now, but I've been giving her medicine, and she's about due for another round after the show here. She came in here, which she's been staying in there the full time. She came in here yesterday. She came in here today. She climbed the stairs, and I got her up into bed with me for a couple of hours. So hopefully it's starting to take effect. The medicine stuff.
Yeah, I am aware that and I guess she's had some issues of late. I guess maybe she's getting on it.
Yeah,
Getting on
lot
it.
of fluid. Yeah, build up. So she hasn't felt like eating a lot, hardly anything at all. I mean, but hopefully, slow climb. We'll get there. It's taking a lot of time this week. She went to the vet Monday.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So before I go, what was that?
I was saying hi to the chat, Peter and Fizz out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Ignore the chat at your own peril, Mike. That's what I'm told.
Yeah. Well, I've already acknowledged the chat. I went through and so that I guess is from your side.
That's me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then we have, I guess, Laugh Out Loud. I'm working on 3D models at the moment.
Excellent.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So what are we going to be covering tonight, Mike?
All right. Well, actually, before I go over that, did you want to do any kind of intro? Talk about like any project you're working on, or
basically,
the show.
Basically, I do the 4 o'clock shadow every 4 o'clock Central every day on YouTube. Runs for generally a couple hours. I and my co-host Shadowhawk, you're good to show up every day and share it out and hit the like and all that. So I appreciate that, Mike. And also, I have comic book Devil Flyer over on Fund My Comics, so you can go check that out at fundmycomic.com. Other than that, let's get started. Let's go.
All right. I usually want to make sure I give people a chance to promote anything they want to, or share any links or anything like that. So
I appreciate that.
All right. So with that being said, so tonight we're still, of course, making our way through July of 1940. This week we're focusing in on books on sale from Novelty Press in July of 1940. We're going to be looking at Blue Bolt, Volume 1, Issue 4, and Target Comics, Volume 1, Issue 8. Hey, Bone. There's Bone.
Excellent.
So the features I picked out for tonight will be Dick Cole, Sub-Zero Man. Let's see, Space Hawk, and
Basil Wolvington on the artwork.
Yeah, and Bullseye Bill. So 4 stories.
Okay.
Sub-Zero Man is really the only superhero, so it's went away from the superhero stuff tonight. I mean,
I want to give a shout out to Bone. Bone said, keep positive, and that's really helped me through this ordeal with Abby, of just that little comment that he left in my chat saying, keep positive. It was real encouraging.
All right. So, anyways.
Really appreciate it.
All right. So, with that being said, with all that being done and out of the way, all the intro stuff, why don't we get into it? Let me just get the share screen up here and get the material.
Oh, yeah. Now let the fun begin.
So did you want to? So Rex, did you want to try to read along tonight, or did you?
I usually do. Yeah.
All right. Always ask just to make sure. All right.
I do great voices.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That was weak affirmation, Mike. Very weak.
Yes, you do good. You do good voices.
There you go. There's the pickle. Blue Boat. Heck yeah.
All right. So September.
Hey, Ro.
Tightening his grip on the deadly icicle, Sub-Zero parries the whirling shark's attack.
Oh no.
Blue Bolt, September.
Blue Bolt was one of those comics that kind of went after the superhero heyday of the 40s, kind of went into sort of boy adventure, different features later on. But it had a good long run, as a title. But it kind of adapted toward the times.
Blue Bolt is a pretty, in comics, nomenclature. Blue Bolt, I think, is a pretty popular name because there's this Blue Bolt, the comic and the hero featuring in it from Novelty Press. And I think there was a character Blue Bolt in DC as well. Happened to be one of
and I just learned the other day, I featured this, I think, on my show, that there was a Marvel Blue Bolt that was a very obscure character, and it was only from a few years ago, actually. He was like a criminal turned, the most irritating hero of them all, or something. It's kind of spoofy type thing.
Just a heads up, my house has been having some connection issues. So if I all of a sudden go out, it's hopefully only temporary. I haven't had any to where, hopefully we're going to get it fixed soon. But we've still been going through it. So I lost you for a sec there. That's why I'd say something.
Yeah, I saw your camera kind of jump.
Yeah, sometimes connection
that happens with me too, Mike.
Yeah. All right, so I love the way vintage comics depicted sharks and underwater. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, getting back to the thing here. So featuring.
Okay, you're gonna read that? Good.
Well, you want to read it?
No, you go right ahead.
Okay. Featuring Blue Bolt, Sub-Zero Man, Sergeant Spook, Super Horse, Phantom Sub, Dick Cole, Runaway Ronson, and others.
Now, how do you pick out of like this anthology of stories which ones you're going to read? Just the ones that kind of interest you the most, or how do you kind of select?
I always try to mix it up as best I can. I won't read. Obviously, I don't read the same features each and every time.
Right. Because Phantom Sub really sounded, kind of neat, actually. Because I know last time I was on with you, or one of the times that I was on with you, we kind of had an underwater sub adventure and stuff, and it was pretty neat.
Well, actually. Yeah, I mean, again, because of the fact, the way I look at these comics is they have, their own timelines and chronologies and all that, and we're exploring. Like, what I usually like to do is I like to try to present it in a way to where when you're reading this, you feel like you're going into that world, right?
Right.
That's all that immersive experience, what I'm trying to go for. That's why I kind of do the combination comic book review and dramatic read.
Yeah. So how did your episode the other day, a week ago, go with Sabrina? Have a lot of fun?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. You watched the show, didn't you?
I have not got to, since I've been dealing with this with Abby all week long. It's on my short list, and I do appreciate you putting the names in the titles. It's although I've got it marked on my calendar, it is helpful, I think.
Yeah. Well, anyways, back to your question you were just asking. Mm-hmm. So how do I pick it? So with each week, what I'll do is I'll look through, and some of the things I'll look. Obviously, now, Grant, I usually, like, particularly with the big ones like DC and Marvel, unless there's only one or two books or something like that, I'm not gonna read two headliners in the same week.
Hey, Shadowhawk.
Okay,
this is Sub-Zero Man on the cover, correct? Because during an anthology,
but I think
it would rotate around, right?
Huh?
With an anthology, it would rotate around who would be on the cover, right? in
Well,
most
not
cases?
necessarily, because I mean,
Okay, blew that theory out of the water. Thanks.
yeah, I mean, I think sometimes
Just
it depends upon how big the stars are too.
right.
Um,
Well, I know,
yeah,
like with
like
Superman
for
and Action
example,
Comics.
Superman has been on the cover of Action Comics almost almost the entire run. There's been
Yes, but
very few
at
times
first
when
it wasn't that way. He was on
right
number one,
at
and then it
first
was
they did
several
rotate
issues
around
later.
as you said, but
Yeah.
anyway, back to trying to answer the question you were asking me how I pick. So what I do is each week, I look through and you know one factor I look at, I again unless there's only like one or two books, you're not going to see me reading like two headliners in one
Right.
show because they would most like for example for DC, I'm not going to read. Chances are the only way I'm going to read a Batman and Superman story is if they're teaming up together in a story like an All Star Comics or World's Finest or something like that.
Right.
I'm not going to read a Superman and a Batman story at the same time because that's like 25 pages. That's already 2/3 of the page count, and
Sure.
then I'm only left with one other
Yeah.
story.
I think you probably went with shorter, more into, you know, I haven't really seen you read National or DC Comics.
As
I've,
of
I've,
yet,
I've,
you haven't dropped by when I've done the. Well, yeah, usually again I balance it out. So I'll do, with some of these smaller books, I may do a couple headliners, but usually I'll do like a headliner and then, I'll do maybe one headliner,
okay.
one backup, and then the rest kind of middle of the road kind of thing. It just depends upon like here, all these guys, none of these, even though it just so happened that
Don't
Sub-Zero,
say it, Mike. Don't say it. There might
don't
be
say,
some Sub-Zero Man fans out there. I mean, I know Blue Boat's pretty popular. Of course, he's the main guy in
well, do you understand what
the
I was
uh,
about to say?
yeah, I do. Yeah, I'm sorry
Okay,
I asked the question.
then
I'll
I
try
don't.
and remain silent from now on and not ask you these long, lengthy questions.
Well, you got to
I
remember.
feel like I'm derailing the show.
Well, no, well, no, I mean, it's an important question for people to understand, because
Yeah.
I have shared this before.
Okay. Yeah. I think his internet flaked out on him for a minute. Yeah, Blue Boat, pretty popular. There you go. There's Mike. We better get going on this before your internet dies. Of course, that happens to me too. I lost broadband, but it was after my broadcast yesterday. And Omer and Rev were behind the scenes, and then I lost connection. They were going to start up a new stream anyway. I derail shows all the time, Peter says. Yeah, but that's not really in my resume, Peter, like it is yours. But yeah, for the Golden Age, Blue Boat actually, had a pretty good following, I think, during the time.
Yeah.
I can't
Anyways,
wait to get into the
yeah,
Sub-Zero
I know.
story,
It's
man.
just yeah. So sometimes it acts up around this time, sometimes it doesn't. So I'm just kind of highlighting people so they know that
You're still alive and breathing. Everyone's got to
yeah,
be good at something. Yeah.
yeah. So with that being said, though, and I can explain more later on that. So yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Let's try to get into
Keep
this.
answers short and sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I still didn't fully answer it, but but I can do that later too. All right, so let's the cover. So the first story we're gonna hit up is Dick Cole. So we're gonna at least look at the art here.
Yeah.
The
Well,
top.
that's Jack Kirby. That's early Jack Kirby art.
Yeah, the Green Sorceress, one of Blue Bolt's.
Yeah. Kind of get a Gil Kane vibe off the hands a little bit there too. But yeah, that's early. I'd forgotten that Jack Kirby did some early Blue Boat.
Jack Kirby did a lot of stuff back in this time period.
Oh
Really
yeah.
Dick Cole.
Woohoo! Wonder Boy.
Yeah. All right.
Of course, aimed at young kids at the time.
In this case, I'll do Dick Cole here. You want to do the narration?
Sure. As long as I can read it.
That? Can you read
Vacation time. We find Dick home at Professor Blair's and looking forward to a summer of fun, freedom, and adventure. A life of Riley. Easy life. Yes, life of Riley. Colossus. Let's see. Daily Star, a morning newspaper. Extra. Colossus, famous circus gorilla at large. Dun, 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 breaks out a special air-conditioned cage. What? Well, I bet he regrets that. Wild circus train speeds through night, overpowers keeper. I would have liked to have seen that. And leaps to freedom. So a lot of action going on, but telling, not showing. Countryside terrorized. 3 deaths during night. Oh no, they're probably attributed to the beast. New York LP police, and he's moving it on me, folks. It's hard to when he's moving it on me. Said where when it goes off the screen too. Says whereabouts a famous 2,500, I think, dollar reward animal was still, or the famous. I guess he was like worth that much. Unknown the morning biggest. Let's see. Why do you keep moving it on me? I'm gonna.
Well, because I'm trying to read who the professor is. Professor. I was going to ask you if you wanted to do him right there, and then, as I said, because since I was doing Dick Cole right there.
Yeah, Dick Cole, Wonder Boy, acts again. New York LP. Dick Cole, Wonder Boy, and colleague, medal winner, or what is it? Collegiate at Carnegie.
It would probably be collegiate.
I don't know. What is it?
I think it might be collegiate. But anyway, I think we got enough of the newspaper there.
But I only got another sentence or two. If you'll just give it to me.
Okay.
Give another exhibition of his superpowers. So I guess he's got superpowers. See, we wouldn't know that if we hadn't read the newspaper. Yesterday, when recovered, and then it's okay. Hi, Dick. Look at these headlines. You've got some real competition this morning.
Whew, Colossus escaped. Is that news? Darn those reporters. I wish they'd leave me out of the papers.
Yes, it's news. It's the headline. You got a killer gorilla. Come on. I would say that animal is a killer. No man, woman, or child within 50 miles of that area will be safe until he's caught. Hello, there's the front doorbell.
I'll get it.
That's good, because I'm having my morning paper coffee and I'm not getting up. Your turn.
Well, there's a little look to you.
As Dick opens the door.
Hey, what?
Get in there, Wonder Boy. Fast. We want to talk to you. See, I'm pretty good on voice.
Yeah.
Got to get in the swing of it. Wait, Dick. We'll make it fast, kid. We got Colossus holed up under 20 miles, about 20 miles from here, but we can't get near him. We want you to come up there and hog tie him. You what? Are you mad? Why don't you call the police? Don't be a sap. That monkey is worth dough.
I get it. You want to ransom him back to the circus people. Well, we'll see about that. One down.
Sock. Oh. come near me and I'll blow this guy's heart out.
Why you?
I'll tell you. Dex hesitates. Dick. Sorry about that. Dick hesitates, supposing the thug should shoot. Meanwhile, and if you do that again, I'll blow your heart out. Now let's get started. Get him up, Pete. I'll stay with this old punk. If the kid tries any tricks, phone me and I'll get an old guy that works. Dick.
Don't worry, Dad.
Good idea. That'll keep the kid on his toes. Dick, you might be killed. Come back. Well, what's he going to do? He's got a gun in his back. Go on, pal.
You won't get away with this.
So far, so good. Shut up. They climb into a fast car and head north.
There, top.
I
They
did.
climb.
You let one squawk out, bud.
Just before, just look above.
I just read that. You weren't listening.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay. I didn't hear you.
Climb into a fast car and head north. They let one squawk out. You let one squawk out, bud, and you'll get it. Remember your old man.
I don't know how you think I'm going to hogtie your gorilla.
You're the Wonder Boy, ain't you? You better. Look at all those dopes trying to find that monkey. Here we are. We got to move that ape from here in case the farmer comes and sees him. Hi, Pete. Boy, with them circus hooligans pay through the nose for that monkey. Circus hooligans. They're the real criminals. Here's some change, kid. Now do your stuff. And some chloroform, Wonder Boy. One of the guys was hiding out here. When Ape come, he phoned Pete, and Dick steps into the old mill and lights a match. The door closes behind him.
This isn't so hot. Grrr. Another door. So there you are. Now take it easy, pal. I just want to give you a little sniff. Grrr. Ow!
What'd he do? Step on his foot? Colossus lunges. Dick evades him.
No, you don't.
But Colossus wheels like a flash and grabs him.
Wow.
Lifts him high overhead and dashes him against the wall. What? Great artwork on the gorilla.
Yeah, and this is a pretty good scan too, because it's pretty bright and the lettering is good. Now I'm getting mad. You big so and so. You notice how they when they didn't want to full on swear, right? They just said you so and so.
That's pretty neat that the the ground that he's on is the bottom of the panel. He's actually standing on the bottom of the panel.
All right, let's just. Grrr! You hairy palooka.
Don't say it. Well, I thought he was going to say Chewbacca.
No, I think that came later.
Yes, I think you're right.
Take
your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. Sock. Why isn't it like shoe? You're trying to get rid of him. Shoo. It's
Yeah.
always sock.
Oh, look at that! Look at that right there. He's
Yeah, that's some
crushing the gorilla
superpower
over his
there.
head bar. He does have some
Hey, you know
super.
what's good for the goose? It's good for the gander. He did it to him, so he'll do it back.
Let's see how you like it.
Slam. Meanwhile, outside, if that kid lives, he's a wonder boy. Quiet. Listen to them noises. Crash. Bang. Inside again, we find that Colossus has had enough.
You're
Sniff,
not
sniff.
so tough, pal. Oh, okay, you cheap mugs. Come in and get him.
He's alive. How does he know they're cheap? Nice going, kid. I'll say. Never mind the build up, you guys. Get that ape in the other car and meet us at the warehouse. Yeah, it takes like 4 of them to move him. He's probably about 800 to 1,000 pounds or more.
Yeah. Well,
That's pretty heavy.
An answer to your question now, how did he know they're cheap? Well, maybe they're not cheap in the way of money per se, but
That didn't really require an answer, but sure.
Well, you asked, so I think I'd try to answer it, but I think they were using maybe a slightly different connotation of the word.
Okay.
You birds have your gorilla now. How about letting me go?
You're staying right with us, Wonder Boy, until this deal is in the bag, see? Get him inside, quick. Move along there, Wonder Boy. Hurry up, you guys. Hello? Is this the garden? Give me the circus manager. Yeah, and fast. Hello, Mr. Knight, the circus guy? Well, listen, we got Colossus. Yeah, that's right. Never mind that. We want some dough, quick, or we poison him. Get it? Now look. What? $10,000? Why, you... What? Yes, I hear you. All right. We'll have to see our bankers first. You have someone meet me. No, police. All right. Look, the gorilla's getting loose. The chain slipped. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Don't kill him. That's our cash cow. Dick lunges forward. Help! Wonder!
Colossus, quiet. Get back there. Get back.
While at the garden, they've got him all right. I could hear him roar over the phone. Meanwhile, on the other page, Dick's bravado and the scent of chloroform terrifies Colossus. Get him in that room, kid, quick.
Go on, Colossus. Back up.
Better lock the kid up in there too. Yeah, get in there, buddy.
Will you phone my father's house and tell them everything is okay?
Not yet, Wonder Boy. You're out of luck.
Yeah, these guys are real classy, aren't they, Rex?
For Professor Blair, the hours pass with agonizing slowness. Poor kid. I'm sure he'll be maimed for life. Psychologically scarred. I'll have to pay the vet bill. Oh, dry up. He's a wonder boy, ain't he? Sensing his new mastery over Colossus, Dick soothes the big fellow.
Easy, boy. It's all right. Let's see what we can do about getting out of here, huh? A good 40-foot drop to that alley. If I could pull these bars out, no good. Go ahead, Colossus. See if you can get them out. Pull, pull.
With one jerk, Colossus removes 2 steel bars. Crunch. Another jerk, and the window is clear. Dick quickly mounts the seal. Ooh, this is starting to heat up.
Nice work, pal. Sit tight and I'll be back for you. This window is too small for you to get through. And now I
Can get to the roof.
now I can get to the roof. Print was a little small there.
Gaining the roof, Dick peers over into the rear alley.
One guard at the bottom of this pipe. Well, and
Yes.
those
Reading
buildings had those long pipes on the roof. I mean, I remember seeing them in Popeye cartoons too, right? You have those long drainage pipes on a lot of houses and stuff.
Yeah.
Rain gutters, I think is what they're called.
I can't believe that the gorilla didn't follow him out there. But anyway, using the pipe fireman fashion, Dick drops toward the unsuspecting guard's shoulders. Zoom! And the smashing impact fails the man, and Dick, bang, rushes into the old warehouse again.
Now, to give Mr. Pete and his pals a little surprise. Come here, you.
It's the kid.
I want to play.
Where's a gun?
Touché!
Swish. Bang. 5 minutes later.
And be sure to send some officers to Professor Blair's house immediately. Right? Fine? Hey, kid. Here they are. In here. Dick. Oh, actually, that last one should have been you, but come in, Coleman.
1 hour later.
Yeah. Get them rats out into the wagon. All right, move along.
Glad you've done a great thing today, Professor. Here's a true hero. I'll say. He'll do, I guess. Wow. Another jig co in the next issue of Blue Boat.
All right, Rex. So, overall impressions of the story there.
Well, definitely aimed at kids. Pretty shallow,
Well, I wouldn't completely agree there, because I mean you did have guns involved, but then again, back in this time period, they would have been a lot less sensitive to like having guns and comics for kids too.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean you had G-Man and yeah. Kids were playing with guns, and it was seen as perfectly healthy and normal.
Unlike today.
With most parents, right?
Yeah, but
it was fine,
all
Really.
right. Anything more you want to say about the story or the art, anything like that, before
I'm
we move on
afraid
to the next one?
No, moving along, yes.
And for in this book, we're going to move along to the longer of the two stories, Sub-Zero Man.
Oh no!
This one was.
Oh yeah,
Dick Cole was like 7 pages. This one's like 10.
Oh yeah, that's cold business.
Yeah, just
the Sub-Zero Man.
Yeah.
You
want to do Sub-Zero Man this time? I'll do the narration and we'll figure out the
okay?
Other
Enough to make your blood freeze. Oh my goodness!
All right. So Sub-Zero Man by Larry Antoinette. The Sub-Zero Man, who possesses the strange power of complete control over extreme cold, has decided to spend his life aiding the police in tracking down ruthless criminals and ridding the world of all evil. To do this, he has created a unique disguise of his own design. And I'm just flashing through, just trying to figure out the pattern here. I think it's far left.
I'm sorry. I thought we were having an earthquake. Won't you leave it level there? Okay. Yeah, I mean, right now he's already lost me because it's like he's definitely not trying to hide his own identity. His face is showing. Anyway, this outfit is just the thing for speed and freedom of movement. Now to get to the bottom of the wave of murders in Chinatown. 3 killed and no trace of the killer. Just broken bits of Chinese pottery.
Down in Chinatown. Here, Missy. Take quick.
Wait a minute. Wait, he's not Irish. He's obviously a chink. Can we say that? He's obviously a Chinaman. It's Chinatown, right? Can you do?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to do what I think is a Chinese accent.
Wait, okay. You were throwing me with that O'Leary brawl there. I was like, wow, okay, he's not Irish. He is wearing green, though. I'll give you that.
All right. Anyway, down in Chinatown. Here, Missy. Take quick. Keep safe. For old Wong. Wong? What's the matter? You're shaking like a leaf.
Oh, that's just Mike and his damn cursor going up and down on the page.
Suddenly, a shot rings out, and Wong is hit. You want to do
what's going on here?
Wong was just shot. He's dead. You must stop these murderers, Sub-Zero.
You say Wong? They shot the Wong man? Oh, I'm sorry. I had to throw that in there. You say Wong gave you this package? It feels like 2 vases. Quick, into a cab. I got a plan. How can he tell that it's 2 vases? Anyway, just by feeling it. I guess maybe that's a super touch. They know you have these vases, or vases, so someone will try to get them. Will set a trap. Blue taxi. There were 5 vases like this. 3 were broken and their owners found dead. Why? No one knows, but we'll soon find out. There, I hid the vases and my coat and hat. Now you stay here. I'll go outside and wait for the results. He kind of looks a little like Captain marble there, with the red.
Yeah. High on the veranda, overlooking the ground, Sub-Zero takes up his watch.
So far, nothing has happened. That's a bad
Oh,
sign in comics.
yeah. Suddenly, a dark figure runs toward the house.
Oh no, it's the villain. Maybe turn the page and find out. Not so fast.
Oh,
That stops you, macaroni. Take it on the chin. There's another one inside. What do you want here, my friend?
ugh. You were just in time, Sub-Zero. Meantime, outside, something has gone wrong. Yu Chang is out cold. Or Wu Chang is out cold. An icicle on his chin. It's the Sub-Zero man. He must be stopped. Look out behind you. A cloud of smoke envelops Sub-Zero. You are not so fast. Enough, Sub-Zero.
Ugh, I can't breathe. Oh,
Sub-Zero falls unconscious.
oh no. Say it's not true. Boom, 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 boom.
After a hasty search of the house, no can find vases. We have stayed too long already. Take the girl and Sub-Zero. The great green turtle will know what to do. Now, before we move on here, this is one of the things I often look for in some of the stories, if whether or not there's like a adversary or what could be a regular adversary. That's one is a partial answer to a question you asked me earlier in terms of how I choose my story.
Okay.
So that's at least one thing I look for is whether or not there's like a themed villain or something like that.
That might reoccur. I know in a lot of the early ones, like the early Batman villains and stuff, they were kind of like one-shot wonders and often killed at the end of the story.
Right.
Instead of
Because it was the 30s, 40s, and stuff like that, there was a lot of like the kind of like mafia style story where
right.
Batman was usually dealing with gangs and stuff like that.
The criminal element.
Right. Stop. Deep down in Chinatown, they nice rhyming there. Deep down in Chinatown, almost musical in a way. They are, huh?
Deep down in Chinatown, they were brought before. Sing it.
Oh, okay. Deep down in Chinatown, they are brought before the great green turtle.
Oh no! Oh no!
So the vases could not be found. My friend Sub-Zero has meddled once too often.
Oh no!
Put him in the. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think he's probably looking for his cremated uncle that's in one of those.
That might be.
I'm just supposing. I'm projecting. We'll see what's in the vases. Okay.
Put him in the tank with my pet Toto. Something tells me that's not a dog.
No, it may be a shark. There we go.
He will make a tasty morsel for Toto. Put him in the tank. Toto has had no food in days. A curtain is
That's
drawn.
That's a shark abuse there. That's what that is. Not to feed your shark every day.
Uh, a curtain is drawn aside. Well, I don't think there was such organizations like the SPCA
PETA.
or
Yeah,
the
got it.
PETA at this point in time. You
Yeah.
have to remember this was a time when even in cartoons, right? You had them putting kittens in bags, tying them up in bags, and throwing them into the river.
As well they should. Anyway,
A
we're not in
curtain is drawn.
Kansas anymore.
Yeah. A curtain is drawn aside, revealing an enormous man-eating shark in a great glass tank.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh, look.
This is one time I wish I had less than 20/20 vision. Yeah.
Sub-Zero is brought to a platform above the tank. Now push him in, and we shall watch the fun. Stop, you murderers!
That's what that means.
Yeah. As Sub-Zero falls, he comes out of the drugged stupor and, freezing his wrist, breaks his bonds. As he hits the water with a splash, he reaches out one hand.
I come out of the gas effects just in time
And grabs a bit of water that freezes it into an icicle dagger. Now look at that thing right there.
Yeah, well, he could freeze all the water. And the frog, of course, he might have to get himself out of the water before he freezes it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice dagger.
Quickly, the shark dives for the kill. Sub-Zero dodges under the shark, aiming for a vital spot. Yeah, it looks like he's going maybe for the neck or the gut somewhere there.
Yeah, it almost looks like he got him in the head. But apparently he hasn't lashed out at the shark yet. That's just a bad tangent there in that first panel. Already looks like he stabbed him in the head, but apparently not, according to the words. Ooh, that's going to leave a mark. Yeah. That's going to leave a mark.
And plunges his ice dagger deep into the heart of the vicious man-eater.
That stops this man-eater.
Impossible! He's killed my pet. He shall pay. Quick, empty the tank. Suddenly, the bottom drops out of the tank. Ha ha! Ha! Ho! Sub-Zero plunges headlong down into a brick-lined pit.
I'll have to act quick.
Oh wait. Oh, I should have I should have probably gone the other way, but anyways.
Well.
Okay, you already read that part, right?
No, go ahead.
That is the end of Sub-Zero. He will never bother us again. Okay, we were right. We were right in the way we went. The raging underground river below will dash him to bits. But as Sub-Zero falls, he sends out a cold wave, freezing the raging underground river solid, then lands on the dead shark, breaking his fall.
This raging torrent would have killed me for sure, but now I can walk it and find a way out. An opening at last. Now to find their hideout and rescue Jane before Tarzan can find her. Oh, sorry. Before it is too late. Different Jane.
Right.
Altogether. they're bound to search Jane's home again for the vases. That's my best bet.
At Jane's home,
Sure enough, they're back looking for the vases, but they'll never find them.
no can find. Boss be plenty mad.
Oh no. Dock his pay. There they go. I'll follow them and find their hideout. Now, how is he following them? Roof to roof? Because they look like they're out in the country. Does he fly? Does he slide like Iceman? How's he getting around? I'm just wondering. So that's the place. I'll take care of those two. Freeze them solid. Thanks for leading the way, pigtail.
Oh,
Oh,
me stop, Sub-Zero man.
you stop me with that? I doubt it. Pull a knife on me, will you? Yeah.
Quickly, Sub-Zero knocks the knife from his hand.
Hooray! There goes your puny knife.
And sends him sprawling.
Uh
Oh!
oh. Someone's coming. I'd better quack. Quack, quack. Duck, that is.
Having some fun with the dialogue there, huh, my friend?
A little bit of the jargon, yeah. Jocularity,
Jocularity. See if you recognize this line. Jocularity, 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 jocularity.
I do, but I can't remember what movie it is right now.
It's actually not from a movie; it's from a TV show. It was actually, it was Colonel Potter in MASH imitating Father Mulcahy.
Okay.
Of course, Sherman Potter being played by the late great Harry Morgan, and Father Mulcahy played by the late great William Christopher.
And he played Dragnet years earlier too.
Oh yeah, Harry Morgan did. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Opposite of Jack Webb.
Dum, bum, bum.
Boom. A lone Chinese dashes out of the building. What going on? Oh, Tong and Wing out cold. Icicle on chin. Sub-Zero man still alive.
Looks like a white little goatee.
Yeah. Or one of those things. I mean, I don't know if you've seen some people where the majority of their beard will be dark, and then there'll be like one light spot right in the middle, right? You've seen that before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Me tell boss quick.
Oh no, you don't, China boy. I'll tell your head man in my own little way. Sock.
Oh. Meantime, inside, my men should return soon. If they found no vases, you shall suffer the tortures of 1,000 deaths.
Oh no.
No. This time, no Sub-Zero man shall help you or meddle into my affairs. Suddenly, a cold blast whips through the room. What's this?
Whoosh. Who?
I'm just checking something. All right. I was just checking to make sure. Oh, it looked like we had some more. A bone was saying, all right. Killing me? Wow, Rex. Just wow. I guess Shadowhawk's pretty impressed with your voices there, my friend.
Yeah. Yes. Put up with the guy.
It's the warning of the Sub-Zero man. It can't be. Suddenly, a long icicle hangs from the ceiling. Impossible! He's dead! It, it's the sign of the Sub-Zero Man. And at the far end of the room,
Not dead, not yet, my friend.
quick, get him! Cut him to bits! Us finish good. Quickly, Sub-Zero Man sends a cold wave at the oncoming hatchet men,
Maybe this will stop you.
and they freeze in their. Now look at that!
They freeze in
I've
the
seen stuff like
tracks.
that on
Yes.
Super Friends before too. Look at the art on that, on their frozen bodies there.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible.
And I thought you were going wild with the comment freeze in the tracks, literally. Anyway, stopped you cold, pigtails. Now, Mr. Green Turtle.
You shall not live to do more harm, you meddler. But Sub-Zero shatters the bullets with a cold wave.
And maybe a little code will keep you quiet, my friend. Meanwhile, on the next page, as Monkey freezes, so menacing. Maybe I'll take this opportunity to read. You shall not live to do more harm, you meddler. Good little Chinese voice there. You shall not live long enough. You shall not live to do more harm, you meddler. Yeah, you gotta have good vile villain dialogue, right? So Sub-Zero shatters the bullets. Oh, and our host is gone. And the show is mine. Yes. Yeah, you can see some Golden Age goodness there. Dick Tracy down there. First appearance of Harley Quinn. I think that's probably Adam. Isn't it? Yeah, Adam. That issue of Adam there inspired my Devil Flyer cover. And up here, another Golden Age great, Star Spangled Comics with trying to think of that character's name. It's actually a Jack Kirby cover. What is his name? The Guardian. Yeah. The Guardian. Little King Kong comic behind Spotty there. King Kong. Dale Keown's first comic that he ever did right there. Samurai for Air Sail Comics. Sandman. Another Jack Kirby. And Fight Comics there. Another Golden Age. Yeah. My ash can. Right there to the side. I know you can't see that. It's just white. What happened to our host? Oh no! King Kong poster, of course. Charlie Chaplin, original poster from a 70s movie house. King Kong figure. Signed by William Dafoe, right there. Signed by the actor who played Harry Osborn. And there he is playing. There's Marvel Comics #1 archive or reprint. All kinds of stuff in the background. Need to clean this area up. Welcome back, Mike Walters.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Future
the connection kind of went out for the moment. Yeah, I'm utilizing.
I was learning sign language while you were gone.
All right. Well,
and how to speak Mandarin
I'm using a
Chinese.
hotspot right now, so I'm gonna try to see how the hotspot will work here for the moment. Because apparently our
Hot
box
spot
is
against Sub-Zero Man. I like it.
yeah. All right, so let's see if I can pull back up the screen and we'll get back to the
If you
story
haven't
here.
hit that like button, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, you might consider subscribing.
All right, so let's see now. Let's see how everything's working out here.
MIKESTAND.
Right,
I don't know why he's got a thumbs down. We don't like thumbs down. We want thumbs up. Oh no. Is this the next page? He's really
yeah.
Scooby doing freezing them.
Yeah. Unable to connect to chat disconnected at the moment here. All right.
Well,
So,
I can check the
anyways,
chat for you. Rowan T says Rex, a man of 1,000 voices, aka Jaws from James Bond. And that was the last one.
Anyways. All right. So
meanwhile, back to the story.
Climax. Best we can here as soon as I can get over to it. Okay.
Or I could read it.
Well, no, I can read it. I'm still stunned at the whole thing with but anyways, he's like an evil statue, and a stream of gems pours out of the idol.
Really, you weren't going to read as the cold wave freezes and all that? You just glossed over that?
Really? Oh wait, I did read that. Did you not hear me? Was that when I was cutting out?
Well, I mean, that was 5 minutes ago. When can't we reread it? Come on.
Okay. I'll go back then. As the cold wave freezes the leader, it also shatters the idol behind him. He's like an evil statue, and a stream of gems pours out of the idol.
Look, Jane, millions in smuggled jewels. The police will be glad to get this band of smugglers. Yeah, there's a lot of bling there.
Back at James' home. You were marvelous, Sub-Zero, and the police were very grateful for your help catching those murderous smugglers. But why were they so anxious to get those vases?
I hid them in this fireplace. I'll show you the reason. Whoops! One of the vases falls and breaks. A large ruby appears. And a large ruby appears. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Nice panel. I like that. Very colorful. Yeah. That's the reason the priceless ruby of the great Ming toy idol. They wanted it at any cost.
Oh.
It's yours and keep it as a memento of this strange adventure. Wow. A big ruby like that set her up for life. Wow.
Yeah. Follow this thrilling character in future issues of Blue Bolt. All right, Rex. So, overall impressions of this story?
I like the dagger for sure to dispatch the shark. Could have been drawn a little bit better on that. Like I said, it looked like he already stabbed the shark in the head. In the next panel, his head almost looked in the shark's mouth. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's fine.
All right. So, I'm
hoping it'll pick up.
Yeah.
I like it better than the Boy Wonder Boy.
Yeah. So just past an hour, so I think we'll be able to get through the other two stories as well in Target Comics.
I'm just waiting on you. I'm at your whim and beck and call. Bluebo.
All right.
Ready Fly. Wow.
Once I get this started, once I get to the comic here, I'm going to go check something here real quick.
Okay. And who
but
was the
here's
publisher of Top?
Well, it's all the same publisher, Novelty Press. So,
Okay.
but the thing is that even though I'm using a hotspot, the thing about the hotspot is it's not quite as fast as the regular connection. So I prefer not to use it. I prefer.
Well,
to
we
use
haven't been we haven't been blazing through these pages, so it's fine. So Target Comics, that's going to have Basil Wolvington, right? And Space Hawk.
I believe so. But anyways, I'm going to go off camera here. So if you want to talk to the chat for a moment.
Well, can I see at least the artwork on the cover before you leave? Except for the logo? Besides the logo? Let's see what's on the cover. Ah, M4. Oh, that's cool. It's like in all right, motorcycle cover. Wow. White Streak, Lucky Bird, Space Hawk, Fantastic Films. Alonzo Vincent is the artist. Okay. Bullseye Bill, Chameleon, T-Man, Calling 2R. Could be RTD2. But, Alonzo Vincent, the artist on that. So I wonder who's on the cover. Is it White Streak? Is it Lucky Bird? It's not Space Hawk because I know what he looks like. Fantastic Films. Bullseye Bill. Chameleon. T-Man. Calling R2R, rather. Maybe it's 2R. At least there's some gunfire on Target Comics cover. Almost looks like a gray tone type cover with the wheels a little bit there and partial gray tone cover. Welcome back, Mike.
All right. Yeah, I just so it looks like the connection is back up. Hopefully it will stay up for a while now.
Okay. Cross your fingers. Hope to die.
So
something like that.
I switched back to but I still am keeping my hotspot on just in case.
All right. It's cold here too.
All right. So, anyways, so
Jeez Louise, let's get going.
Yeah, White Streak, Lucky Bird.
So who's on the cover, do you think? Do you know who's on the cover?
Not off the top of my head.
Let's see. How about the bottom of your feet? Who the hell is it?
Anyway,
come on, you're the one.
If I had to take let's see, they say M4 here, M4 on the little scooter.
Maybe it's calling R2. Maybe it's White Streak. Maybe it's Chameleon. Maybe it's Bullseye Bill.
Yeah, it could be calling R2R, or it could be Space Hawk.
Could be. No, it's not Space Hawk. I know what Space Hawk looks like. That's not Space Hawk.
I mean, again, I don't know for certain, but Target, September comic, 64 pages, all in full color, 10 cents.
Have you never seen Space Hawk? By Basil Wolvington?
I think I might have, because I think I have read his story before. So, but
do you know who Basil Wolvington is? No. Basil Wolvington did Plop magazine later in the 70s for DC. But yeah, some of his early stuff was Space Hawk here.
Yeah. So White Streak, Lucky Bird, Space Hawk, Fantastic Films, Bullseye Bill, Chameleon, T-Man, Calling 2R. Volume 1, number 8. So let's get into this, and we're gonna, as I said, we're gonna do Space Hawk and Bullseye Bill in this.
Sounds good to me.
There's Calling 2. Well, it probably is Calling 2R based on what we're seeing here.
Okay, you're going by so quick. Yeah, well, I don't know. He's got a UFO helmet there. I don't think that was the helmet on the cover.
All right. So, anyways, Space Hawk.
All right,
You
I
want
get
to
to read the narration, and you can read Space Hawk, the dialogue. How's that?
Okay.
Space Hawk and the Vulture Men from the Void by Basil Wolvington. From out of the black space comes a horrible menace to the Earth people. Then Space Hawk steps in and does some high-powered menacing of his own.
Hold on. I guess I'm gonna have to use the for now. I guess I'm gonna have to use the
Jeez Louise, neuter me now. Just when it was getting interesting, folks. Boom, 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 boom. Well, that's why they call it suspense. You
yeah.
have to
I
wait
mean,
for it.
I'm sorry. I had to switch back to
No
my
explanation needed, Michael. Let's move forward. Onward and upward. Charge! Ooh, look at those creatures. Yeah, he was definitely known for weirdness. Wow, look at that. It almost has a texture to it. No wonder he's revered. Anyway, Space Hawk, powerful and mysterious champion of law and order among the planets, is speeding close to the Earth's moon when he spies something peculiar on its surface.
peculiar.
There we go.
Peculiar.
Peculiar. Yeah. That's strange. Are you going to do his voice?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I thought that was narration there for a moment, but anyways,
I'm narration.
That's strange. There isn't supposed to be any air on the moon, and yet there's an air glow in one of those craters.
Air glow. Wow. Okay. Space Hawk swoops down to investigate. Nice cratering.
He drops straight toward
Wait. Now you get to read the character. I read the
oh
narration.
wait,
We
that's right.
forget,
I'm
don't
sorry.
we? Look at the Look at the texture of the artwork. Look at that. Isn't
I
that
know.
cool?
I know. Yeah, it is cool. Sorry about that, Rex. The whole thing with this connection is just so it's like got me just
No explanation needed, my friend. He drops straight toward one of the yawning craters and lands on its vast and rugged bed. I believe that was a mattress reference.
Yeah. The gauges indicate enough air here to make the crater habitable. Now, to find out how that air got here and why.
Very faintly at first, a flow of evil thought waves drifts into contact with Space Hawk's powerful, penetrating mind. You can tell he's concentrating. No eyeballs. He's just slit,
Mm-hmm.
Aliens. They are caused by creatures only a short distance from Space Hawk's ship. Oh, let's see if Mike can do alien voices.
Ship landed in the crater, Glock. Don't worry about it. Even if its occupants are interplanetary police and clever enough to find our hidden abode, they'll never return to their ship.
Oh no!
Well. I never would have guessed. I would find my ancient enemies, the Vulture Men. in this solar system. Space Hawk! Yes, the Space Hawk! The keen dislike is mutual, I'm sure. I warn you, Glack, and you, Ored, if you're here for no good, you'll come to a quick end.
Ooh, gonna murder him.
Still, brave defender of the peace. Yes, Space Hawk. I'm warning you. Land, or land to take on the earth.
Yeah, you're just making noises.
Well, that. When that is accomplished, I feel migrate here for our sons and now, if you don't mind. It's extremely bitter.
Good job. That almost hurt like an appendectomy.
Yeah, well, I was trying to harken back to Vulture Man from Thundercats.
Okay, all right, yeah.
You remember Thundercats from back in the 80s?
Yeah, Thundercats ho.
You'll be much busier trying to save your hides if you don't leave the solar system. I'll give you just 48 hours to get out, or else.
Shadowhawk, Space Hawk leaps backward through the door and disappears. Then,
I lost him. Duran. He got halfway to his ship.
oh, sorry, but Space Hawk is whisked straight into the sky by his anti-gravity belt, and from there, by mental telepathy, he signals one of his robot men to bring the ship to him.
Look, and heading into the sky, but where's Space Hawk? He slipped our fingers. That means we'll have to work fast. Prepare a projectile and the aid of fire right after I send my message to the Earthlings.
I know what you mean.
A
few minutes later, millions of miles of Earth's telesur screens are mysteriously covered with Clack's evil vestige. Oh no.
I am Glack. I am summer race. Dwayne, I like you. Did I had your arm? Leah once, or a whole plague will destroy you. A plague a million times as great as the near sample I am about to send.
Okay. Horrible plague, yeah. Okay. Space Hawk, now safe in his ship outside the crater, receives Glack's message. Then he sees a huge sort of cannon jut up from the crater bed and belch forth a giant projectile. You know, of course, this means war. War with the Vulture Man by means of his long distance
Okay.
Electroscope. I'll
There we
get
go.
it. I'll get it. Give me room. Space Hawk follows the flight of the missile for hours. Hours. Wow, that's a wow. Hours. For hours, it streaks towards the Earth's orbit upon reaching the fringe of that planet's atmosphere. It slows down and drifts down over a busy street in New York. There it explodes, throwing streamers of a strange green gas in all directions. There we go. People scream in agony as the lethal fumes touch their skins. Panic ensues and all is confusion. Oh no.
Whoa.
I got to check on Abby real quick.
Okay. Well, okay. So while he's checking on Abby, you guys take a look at wow. That's some nasty plague right there. That just totally dissolved everybody's skin right there. Yikes. Wow, just yikes. Man, that is a horrible that is a horrible way to go. It reminds me a little bit of a Captain Marvel story I have read one time. Not during this go around, but on my own. It was pretty. We'll probably read it at some point down the line, but anyways, so hopefully everybody's enjoying the show at least. Even though of course we've had some continual technical issues here. All right, so all right, so anyways. Oh, you have to go for the show though. Huh. Anyways, let me see if I can put some music on to entertain you guys while I'm going to step away from the computer for a moment as well here. And Rex is gone at the moment as well. Checking things. All right, I'm back. Hello. Rex just stepped away from the moment, so we're just waiting for him to come back before we get back into the reading here. Anyways, as always, guys, if you haven't already, you guys can help out by liking and sharing the stream. See if we can get some more friendly people in here to engage. I'd be appreciated. Also, if anything here grabs your attention, feel free to comment and or ask questions, and we'll try to answer the questions to the best of our ability. I'm just waiting for Rex to get back before we continue here. Actually, now I gotta step away from the computer again. So I'll be right back. But I'm gonna put some music on while I'm gone. All right, so it looks like we're still waiting for Rex to get back. I was just double checking my connection too to make sure that it still looks like the connection's back up for good now. Hopefully, we won't have any more issues with it tonight. Hopefully, just ran its, of course, whatever foul it was going to do, and now. Anyways, hopefully everybody's enjoying the show thus far. I know we've had technical issues tonight. Hopefully, we'll be getting that stuff fixed soon. Anyways. Oh, does anybody have any questions they want to ask about what we've been reading tonight? Anybody got anything you want to say? I do hope Abby's okay. Rex said he had to go check on her, so hopefully everything's all right. Hopefully we'll be hearing back from him soon. Anyways, let me see if I can try to message Rex, find out if he's gonna be on his way back. You coming back? You coming? As we all wait patiently for Rex to come back, does anybody have any comments or questions about what we've been reading tonight? Or I want to, you can also ask, comment on anything related to, of course, anime, cartoons, comics, pro wrestling. I know there are pro wrestling fans in the audience. I'm sure you all know TNA had their latest pay-per-view Genesis yesterday. So well, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna at least read the rest of this story on my own. Hopefully, Rex will come back soon. But I'll probably just finish off this story at the very least, and then we'll see where we're at, because we're already at an hour 42 here. So try to speed things along a little bit here. Within a very few minutes, the street is littered with skeletons, for the fiery gas sent by the Vulturemen has consumed all flesh within its range. Pandemonium reigns throughout the earth as news of the catastrophe is flashed. Aboard, telectroscopes scan the skies for signs of invaders, and thousands of armed ships plunge into space to intercept any possible enemy. I might have prevented this, but I had no definite reason to deliberately murder those Vulturemen on sight. Now it's up to me to wipe them out. So he didn't. He basically, well, as with all heroes, they prefer not to use lethal force if they don't have to. But seen here, he decided he may need to. Anyways, we continue on here. Braving the anti-spacecraft atom cannons, he realizes the Vulturemen must have Spacehawk. Men must have. Spacehawk roars high over the crater and pours down a fiery blast from his electron gun. To his surprise, the charge is deflected in midair. Oh. I expect to hear the attack. What they gotta say? Maybe that. But that invisible bomber beam I just spread across the crater will keep us safe. Next time he flies over temporarily, shut off the beam and let him have a. by climbing high, then swiftly dropping straight down, parking his ship on hold on, let me see what's going on here. Oh, we're still good to go there. Let's see. Dropping straight down and parking his ship on the solid bumper beam at a position exactly above the Ultraman's headquarters. If you send any more projectiles to Earth, Glack, you'll have to shut off your bumper beam for the moment. And if you do that, my ship will crash down and destroy you and your equipment. Your bumper beam idea has us in a fine predicament, Glack. Now we can't fire out of here without his falling on us. Shut up. There must be a way out of this. Yeah, I would say so. It's best. Maybe you should consider surrendering now, bad guys. Bad guy Voltron. All right, back to this story here then. Hi, darling. Hi, he went the science out of the science. He's not wanting. Look, he's leaving his ship just in case it does fall. But it's not. But it is not to save himself. That's that Space Hawk, attired in space armor, races across the bumper beam toward the edge of the crater. With one tremendous leap, he clears the towering rim and disappearing in the distance. A few minutes later, Spacehawk is in the underground abode of a tribe of moon people. Spacehawk, my friend, it is good to see you again. What brings you here? I have a favor to ask, Chief Ludub. Men from outer space are using an air-filled crater above us as a base from which to attack the Earth. If you will give me a few men, I may be able to prevent this attack. Anything you wish. It's yours. Take your pick from my guards. With a small group of moonmen, Spacehawk, they got Vultureman, Moonman, and humans. What a combination of characters, right? Sorry, Mike. Gotta take care of Abby. Thanks for having me back on. All right. So, are you saying you're gonna have to leave, Rex? Well, I'll try to contact you later. If you're still here in the chat, at least I'll try to talk to you later about the next. My next open date is February 22nd. If you're interested, so you can either leave check out my surprising supernatural mystery comic Kickstarter. All right, so Matthew here is all right. All right. So, anyways, I guess he's leaving, but I don't know if I'll have to get him out or. All right. So, anyways, I guess we'll just continue on and leave that up for now till. That was all on it. Anyways. All right, so I guess I'll finish off this story and then start wrapping the show up. Let's see. With a small group of moonmen, Spacehawk follows an ancient lava artery leading upward close to the bed of the crater in which the vulture men are situated. Using their silent rock cutting weapons, the men quickly bore up into the crater. The vulture men are concealed under that mound of lava. Try to engage their attention without endangering yourselves. I have other work to do. Look, men are coming this way. How'd they get into this crater? They'll be sorry. Okay, hand me a atom rifle. Crackling charges spit from Glack's rifle and screamed toward the distant figures. The moonmen, on the alert for anything to happen, dropped safely into a ravine. Hey, that ain't crawl into their shells. They not dare come nearer. That hog shit is gone. Gone? That road he was loving, where'd it go? Why didn't you keep an eye on it? Now we can shut off the beam and send another projectile. The Earthlings are foolishly preparing to resist. How by sending enough gas to destroy all of the oil in that metropolis they call New York. Meanwhile, Spacehawk has sent out thought commands to his robots aboard his ship, and they have whisked the craft away to a position just out of sight on the crater's rim. I think I know what's going on here. Anybody in the chat want to take a gander or take a guess at what he's going to try to do? Under constant telepathic commands, the robots connect two electricity beam projectors to the ship's mighty electronic generators. With generators running full blast, the positive and negative beams are trained on a section of metallic deposit near the crater's rim. Gradually, under the fusing action of the beams, rock and metal turn to a fiery liquid mass. The molten matter increases the flows toward the crater's rim. With a roar that rocks the moon, it plunges thousands of feet to the crater's bed. At that moment, the Vulture men fire the second deadly missile toward Earth. There'll be a volcano in the crater's wall. Lava is pouring toward us. We're lost. Quick, get the spaceships. We've no time to get the ship out. Don't be alarmed. My helpers up on the rim are causing all this. You'll be safe if you return to your underground domain and seal the tunnel behind you. Thanks for your help. As the Moon Men disappear into the ground, Spacehawk sees the Vulture Men, lifted by anti-gravity elements, shoot into the sky. The next moment, the fiery flood sweeps over the quarters, destroying everything. Spacehawk leaps up to the crater's rim and races to his ship. Glack and Orad are horrified to see the ship roaring toward them. It's Spacehawk! He's going to run us down! But Spacehawk has other plans. He sends out one of the robots to seize the Vulture Men and bring them into the ship. I ought to break your necks right now, but I have a better way for you to die. But we have done nothing. We had decided to give up our plan and leave the moon. You have no reason to hold us. Why lie to me? Right now you're gloating over the fact that you at least managed to send that second projectile to Earth. No doubt you'll be disappointed to learn that this ship is capable of much greater speed than that of your projectile. Within an hour, I shall overtake it and bring it back to the moon. Wow. Upon overtaking the missile, Spacehawk moves carefully up to it and clamps it to the ship by means of a magnetic grabber. He returns to the moon and drops the projectile in a part of the air-filled crater not covered by the molten metal. There it explodes, spewing its horrible gas for miles in all directions. Now I'm going to rig you two up with just enough anti-gravity power to gently drop you into the crater. If your skins are as tough as your hearts, the gas won't burn you. You hate on it! I will gladly cross the universe to avenge us. You weren't there. But we are welcoming the highest type of civilization. Yeah, I don't think if you're so high and mighty, I don't think you should worry too much about this. Or why would you even need to try to take over another planet? Before Glack and Orad reach the ground, they are shrieking and writhing in torments of their own operation. Talk about getting a taste of your own medicine. Dang. Ew, look at that. Spacehawk swoops down for a last look and sees all that is left of the murderous beings from outer space. That was an unpleasant job, but that's what I'm here for. Now that it's over, I'd better let the Earth people in on what it's all about. Another weird Spacehawk adventure in next month's Target Comics. All right, so there we go, and I'm just sorry that Rex wasn't able to stick with me for now here, but we are just past the 2 hour mark, 2 hours and 10 minutes now. So I am going to go ahead and start to wrap up the show. So it looks like anyways, I will be talking to Rex to see if he wants to come back on the 27th. That's the next open date I have. But with that, and of course, going to miss out on the part of figuring out, at least from his point of view, what he thought the best story was, and what the worst story was. But anyway, so we got through 3 of the 4 tonight. We had, of course, some technical difficulties, and Rex is dealing with Abby, so we still got through a pretty good chunk of it. But with that being said, let's start to wrap things up. So what we're going to do now is, of course, today is Sunday, August the 18th. Actually, I'll be right back. Got to go off camera here for a quick moment. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Anyways, so now let's go ahead and let's see now. All right, so with today being Sunday, January the 18th, 2026, let's take a look back at this weekend in Neat History. History! So, All right, so first off, we're going to head back 40 years ago yesterday. As on this date, 40 years ago yesterday, all right, 40 years ago yesterday, um, Heathcliff the movie premiered in theaters. Heathcliff the movie was the 1986 animated anthology children's comedy film from Deke Audio Slave, released by Atlantic, releasing under their Clubhouse Pictures label. So the plot of this movie was during a rainy day, Heathcliff recalls a number of past exploits to his three nephews and a mouse through a compilation of episodes originally broadcast on the TV series, including, of course, Cat Food for Thought, Heathcliff's Double, the Siamese Twins, An Officer and an Alley Cat, The Cat Father, Boom Boom Pussin', Pop on Parole. After Heathcliff is finished, his nephews angrily throw him out house. Heathcliff laughs. Those are my boys. All right, so there we go with that one. So 40 years ago yesterday, Heathcliff the movie premiered in movie theaters. So now going on to the next piece of niche history as we go back 25 years ago yesterday, back to 2001. 25 years ago yesterday, Studio Dean's Sadamitsu the Destroyer premiered on Japanese television on TV station Wow Wow in Japan. 25 years ago yesterday. Sadamitsu the Destroyer is a manga series by Masahiko Nakahara. It was adapted into a 10-episode anime series. Series was licensed in North America by Media Blasters in 2003. The story stars Tsubaki Sadamitsu, a young delinquent and leader of the Corpse Gang, who has a chance encounter with an alien robot working to capture banished intergalactic criminals who are arriving on Earth named Ryokitai, or Exiled One. When he ends up causing the robot's body to be destroyed, Sadamitsu discovers that its head can operate independently without the body, and where the head has a helmet to gain some of the robot's powers. Ever chivalrous, Sadamitsu becomes determined to make up for the mess his actions have caused, and accepts using these powers and working with the robot's computer to take up its mission. Though he receives other outside assistance, his job is made harder with the appearance of the Vulture, a last-ditch effort to keep the Ryukyai under control. All right, so 25 years ago, Sadamitsu the Destroyer premiered on Japanese TV 25 years ago. All right, so anyways, we get ready to move on to the next piece in each history. Now, 1986 is just so nice that we're going to hit it twice. As also on this date in 1986, or on today's date in 1986, mind you, on today's date in 1986. The 45th issue of Transformers from Marvel UK went on sale in the UK on this date back in 1986, so 40 years ago today. The 45th issue of Transformers. I believe that would have been Volume 1 from Marvel UK. Went on sale. It sold for £30 and was 20 pages. And of course, the two had Transformers, the Icarus Theory Part 1, and then Night of the Octopus Iron Man story. And finally, 1986 isn't just twice nice, but it's thrice nice. And also on this date back in 1986. Scott Hall and Kurt Hennig became the new AWA World Tag Team Championships by defeating Jim Garvin and Steve Regal in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Now, the Steve Regal here in this case is Mr. Electricity Steve Regal, not to be confused with Lord Steven Regal of WCW fame, who also went by the name William Regal, real name Darren Matthews. This is a different Steve Regal altogether. Yeah, it's funny that, well, it's kind of interesting that 3 of those 4 names right there have passed on already. Hennig back in 2003. I think Scott Hall, back in, it was 2022 or 2023. And then Steve Regal just last year. So early part of last year, I believe. So, but anyways. All right. So with that being said, I thank everybody for being here. I will be back tomorrow night. Hopefully the connection won't be a pain in the butt tomorrow. But with that, I thank everybody for being here tonight. I hope everybody enjoyed the show. I know we had quite a number of difficulties, as it were. Technical difficulties. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the show, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.